Now to the tragedy in that exclusive New York City neighborhood. Horribly shocking to hear for any parent or caretaker. A mother coming home to find two of her children stabbed, allegedly by their trusted nanny. And we want to warn you at home, this is an extremely disturbing story. ABC's John Mueller is on the scene on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. John.
Amy, it is almost inconceivable, a parent's worst nightmare. A mom returns home from a swimming lesson with one child to her beautiful Manhattan apartment, finding her other two children stabbed to death. The nanny she trusted with their lives will soon be charged with taking them.
Investigators are trying to figure out this morning what could have made a New York family's caretaker turn on the children she was paid to protect.
Pull it up! Keep going!
Around 5:30 p.m. Thursday night, Marina Krim arrived home from a swimming lesson with her 3-year-old to find a gruesome scene. Her other two children, 2-year-old Leo and 6-year-old Lucia Krim, stabbed to death. Their nanny lying next to them in an apparent suicide attempt.
On the floor of the bathroom is a nanny who apparently had inflicted wounds on her throat.
Herbert Klein lives next door and heard the mother screaming.
She's crying out, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? My life is ruined. I have no children. I have no children.
Police escorted Krim from the scene after dark with her only surviving child, a sheet draped over their heads. The children's father, an executive at CNBC, was flying back from a business trip in San Francisco and was notified once he arrived in New York. The 50-year-old nanny survived the wounds to her throat, and this morning police say she's in critical but stable condition at a nearby hospital. Yoselin Ortega had reportedly worked for the family for about a year. Before that, Marina Krim, a pediatrician, had been a stay-at-home mom. Ortega has no criminal record, and the New York Post is reporting that in the screening process, the family even spent 9 days in the Dominican Republic with her family before she was hired.
Again, the nanny is in custody and in the hospital right now in critical but stable condition. She has not been formally charged. As this investigation continues, a family continues to grieve, as well as an entire neighborhood.